Hey guys, I have a message for you. God doesn't just give you wisdom. He gives you lessons so you can learn from those lessons and gain wisdom. Amen. We're gonna say this message. If we go into things like, you know what? Not only can I do this, but I've done this before. There are things that we've done in the spiritual realm, done things within your spirit. You've done things within your heart. For me, starting this YouTube channel, I've done this spiritually. I've had those moments with God. And it's just like sharing those moments on camera is the same thing. I've done it before, but it's just, I'm getting a message out there to you guys. Things that we ask God for are not things we haven't felt before in spirit. These aren't things that we haven't connected with before in spirit. We've had these things already. It just took God to give us that initiative to then have it in the physical world. I am in a part of my life right now where I need God more than ever. I truly need God more than anything. Like, I am literally in the process of quitting nicotine. I no longer want to be controlled by substances. I find it effective not only to tune God into what you're doing, like to let him know, don't just come to him with what you need and then just leave. Like, connect with him. Have a conversation with God, for real. How have you been? How are things with you? You know, and it's not about hearing a response back. It's about letting that moment soak up and letting that feeling of talking to God soak in. You'll feel the energy that he wants you to feel. That message will be there for you. I want so much more for the person watching this video. Like, literally, if you've stumbled across this video, the universe is trying to tell you something. The universe is trying to tell you to listen to your intuition. The universe has been pulling me for so long to listen to my intuition. One thing I want to go into is intuition, because I have so much experience with this. Like, I'll literally hear a voice like, don't do this, and it's a different voice from the voice telling you to do something, right? So I don't listen to that voice and then something goes wrong. If I keep doing that same thing, the lesson will never be learned, and I just keep going through the same cycle. We're here to break that. We're here to break the chains. We're here to break the cycle. Listen to that voice, y'all. It is so normal for your brain to produce that. Listen to that voice. In my last video, I went into trusting your gut. For instance, let's say you're in a relationship and something in your gut says like, something doesn't feel right, this isn't it for me. Like, listen to your gut. Listen to your gut. Literally be like, you know what? Maybe my gut's telling me the truth, and maybe I should like not invest so much in this relationship, or distance myself, or work on myself first. I know that God is telling you, that God has been trying to gear you in the direction of focusing on yourself. You know this as well. God has been literally reaching out to you, screaming out to you to focus on yourself, and you know this. So why aren't you focusing on yourself? Why is it easier to focus on other people and what they got going on in their situations? Focus on yourself. You'll be surprised what you learn about yourself. It's so important to like have that intimate connection with yourself, and that can go for so many different things, even down to what you like to listen to. If you know you don't like listening to something but you listen to it, like, isn't that crazy? I feel like you may do those things because hang around people that you may not like as much. You may tolerate some people, or you're being tolerated right now in your friend group. I feel like we as people go through so much just to be accepted, just to have that partner, just to have this friend group. Oh, we'll put up with this. You put up with a lot for yourself too. Oh, just so that I can think, let me vape. Like, oh, just so that I don't get mad or don't have to rationalize out my emotions. Let me hit this wood real quick. We need to start listening to our bodies and listening to the higher power and listening to our higher selves. Less talking, more listening. When people are talking to me, just kind of sit and just listen and be like, or I'll be like, okay, I'll really listen to you, because people will tell you a lot about themselves and you don't even need to ask. Like, they will, just by them talking, you'll find out so much about somebody. For the most part, there's so much that we consume, that we expect from ourselves, that we expect from others. But how about, instead of it being so much, let's prioritize, let's categorize, let's separate everything that stresses us into one section. What's one thing that is influencing my life the most right now? What's one thing that influences my actions and my beliefs right now the most? Now, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? If it's a good thing, how can we excel in this? How can we do the best? Amen. How can we do the best in this? God given. How can we do the best? And if this is not good for us, how can I stop doing this? How can I prioritize other things that are above this thing right here? Or why is this thing so addicting? Why is this thing so like I can't get enough of it? What can I replace that with that's even healthier, that is better for me? How can I take those steps? How can I take that initiative? It's time. You might not be ready. You are on this video right now. That shows me, that shows the universe, that shows yourself that you are ready. And one thing about readiness is you'll never have consistent motivation to do something. There will be those days where you literally do not feel like doing it. But the saying just do it doesn't just stem from just doing the act. It stems from the action, putting your body and your mental in that place to do it. You can do it. You know you can, but it's up to you now to be like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I am so open to having my life transformed for the better. I am so open, so ready, and so willing to have my life transformed for the better. I know that God is working in my life. I know that God is working in your life. This message specifically is for the people that have been sitting on gold, for the people who have been sitting on their thoughts, on their prayers, on their actions to do better, and who have just not done it, even though their gut is telling them, I should probably do this. I should probably just get up and just do this. It's your gut. It's literally who you are, oozing out, saying just be authentic, just let me breathe. You want this just as bad as you know you want it. Through God, I am telling you this, and through God, I leave it to you. I hope you were able to get something valuable from this video. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you blessings. I'm sending you peace. I'm sending you happiness. Why am I doing that? Because you deserve it. I love you. Take care. Bye now. I'll catch you guys later.